me get the right browsers open for recapping with. We need, oops, well, didn't mean to close all my browser tabs, but oh well. We will take the Rebbrl, more Rebbrl, and then sheets. Let's see, minors, college, predictions, and then minors cutoffs. All right, which I'm going to go ahead and update. Let's see, let me switch it back over to OBS and go to the recap mode. There we go. Now you can see my browsers. I'm gonna go put the numbers in because I am super excited about that result. That does in fact keep me in the hunt for the playoffs, just barely. I think. Why are my point totals not updating? It's weird. Hey, Google Sheets, what are you doing? Anyway, we'll come back to that. Maybe it'll fix itself by then. Go to the minors prediction sheet, and then we will go through week 7. Okay, starting with, God, it gets so hot in this basement. Stupid. All right, starting with America's A. So we had Skull Razors. There we go. I did in fact have that name right. Versus Dark Elves Rising. Let me pull up chat. Not that I expect really any of you to stay up, because why would you be that crazy? But I'm going to pull up chat on my phone so that I can see you guys without blocking the screen. All right, so we had Skull Razors versus Dark Elves Rising. The Dark Elves pick it off 2-0. Neither of them had a lot of possession. Passing was not a factor. Look at those block numbers. Damn, Skull Razors were throwing tons of blocks. Dark Elves were not getting out of base contact at all, really, it looks like. And yet, out of 13 armor breaks, only 3 KOs, 2 Kaz. And they clearly, well, had a touchdown on the. So it was a game of movement, right? The undead don't have the movement the Dark Elves do in spades these days. And they were able to put 2 touchdowns in on their fast pieces. As far as level ups go, we got MVP on a Lino. It wasn't a loner, so that's for the best on the Dark Elves side. And then the tackle White got a level up, so that's great for Skull Razors that probably see guard there. Oh no, this undead, the Whites are not. The Whites are your killers, so maybe a mighty blow, or maybe a mighty blow there. And let's see, how did we? That was Dark Elves Rising over Skull Razors. Got that one on the money. Goddesses over Zon Fishing. So the Amazon off in week 7. 2-1 for Goddesses. It looks like they both threw lots of blocks. Armor breaks definitely went in Valea's favor. And from there, the KOs and the casualties as well. So yeah, I mean that tells a tale right there. 2 completions so these 2 vanity passes on Zon Fishing's side got the thrower the level. Might see leader maybe, or possibly a like an actual throw skill. Not sure. He doesn't have the agi to back it up, unlike Valia, who has agi out the wazoo. But yeah, it looks like Valia kept pretty good possession most of the game. Uh, yeah. No level ups on Valia's hide, but the thrower and a blitzer got a level up, a strength up blitzer. I would be, well, I guess it only mighty blow if they roll doubles, so we'll see on that. I do think that was how we predicted it. Oh, we didn't even predict that one. That one had already happened. That's right. Lofty likes to play early. Um, DDoS and Super Jail. So DDoS picks it up 1-0. Two completions for 10, 20 meters on Super Jail's pass. He looks like he was passing for effect. He doesn't have any goblins, so it was like legit passes with the thrower. That thrower has a level up, right? Took safe throw. So yeah, I mean he's going in a lino. What? Okay, so that was a desperation throw right there, or maybe a vanity pass actually. Maybe the thrower may have taken a longer pass there. Would be my guess. Pretty even number of blocks, but DDoS got I think a bunch of fouls is what I was hearing, or maybe that was this week's game. But um, were children? No children. Okay. Um, yeah, looks like even with the pretty even KO and Kaz, DDoS was able to hold the line and keep it to a 1-0 game. We did predict that, so there you go. Serial Slayers and the Natural Icemen comes out as a tie. Iceman did not get nearly the level of blocking off that I did, so DDoS's armor must have, not sorry, Serial Slayer, Big A's armor must have stood up pretty significantly. Oh, chat's not working on my phone. Connecting? Come on. There we go. Now it's connected. Anyone say anything? No. Okay. Um, Natural Iceman got got knocked around a bit. It looks like took some KOs, took some Kaz, dealt plenty of equal numbers of Kaz back though. So that's on many more armor breaks. Oh no, sorry, fewer armor breaks. Much better results on the armor, all told. Um, Thrower gets a level up, so the thrower already has kickoff return. I guess we'll see on that. Maybe just a dodge. Not sure what throwers can get. And then no level ups on King Fu's squad, so he's rolled into this week with the same set. Probably recycled that Lino. Was down in Berserker, which is unfortunate. Or will be down as Berserker, I guess. Hasn't played his week 8 yet. We did have it go the other way, but it was high. Okay. And then the last game in the season in that division was myself versus Big Flexin. So we had quite a game. It was well, I managed to throw plenty of blocks, pretty even casualties though. It was not terribly lopsided as far as who was off the field, but well, I guess I took 4 off. But I did manage to kill Whoosh after Moostert's Dash had power appoed. I forget if it was Wham or Zoom. I think it was Zoom. The stepper. And then I killed the thrower. I didn't take much damage, although my stepper was out this game. The game that I just had, so that was a piece I wish I could have had. Glad to have him back in next week against King Fu. Not much else to say there really. I knew Moose had some opinions on where he like lost himself the game. I honestly games leave my mind so quickly after I play them that it's I don't have a lot of summary left in me for that one. Um, I did get. Wait, was this the one? Yeah, I got the MVP on the Dirty Player again. Um, that Dirty Player is going to be not so useful soon. Although I used it to affect this last game, so I'll take it. Um, all right, and then moving on to the mixed division. Let's see how they fared. Mix. So week 7, we had a lot of lizards. Oh no, the children, the children, the children. Stay asleep. Um, so we had It's a Lot of Lizards and the Midnight Special. Oh, the Midnight Special is out. So Althazar got a bye week. Next up, Wild Skull Bashes and Men of the West. Manhack's gang. So it looks like Manhack took that off 2-1. Killed off a Blork. Well, it was a rookie Blork, so not the worst Blork to die, but I mean any Blork is an unfortunate loss. Manhack got banged around a lot. It looks like 52 blocks into 19 armor breaks, but no KOs and 2 CAS. That was some lucky injury rolls on Manhack's part. Let me tell you. And then it looks like completions to both catchers, probably for their TDs. That would be my guess is how that game went down. Versus a TD here on a blitzer. No level ups, so nothing gained there. Just the Blork lost. Men of the West. Orc and Beans and the House of Windsor. So Cobbs picks it up again. So remaining firmly entrenched in 100% win rate, I believe. And picks up levels on the Witch Elf and a Lino off of a touchdown and MVP. So that is a scary Dark Elf team right there. Is what that is. Just some super developed positionals, except this one blitzer that's lonely blitzer probably died, honestly. And then guard on a lino, a leveled up block lino. Like this is some mean stuff. Orc and Beans, on the other hand, did not manage to pick up any levels. More's the pity. Is getting pretty close on this Blork to getting a third thing. Probably I would expect to see us stand firm, but still needs 2 CAS. So that's probably not going to be. That might not be before the end of the season at this point. Let's see, possession, pretty even possession. So an interception on Orc and Beans' part, probably preventing it from going to a 2-0. And identical block numbers. Two surfs. Orc and Beans allowing 2 surfs though, so that'll definitely tip the tide. The free removals. All right, Blizzard Lizard and Empress Chosen. The Lizards. Oh man, they just scored so many times. All Skinks just sneaking on through. It looks like, including leveling up. Picked a level up on the second Blodge Step Skink. We'll see. I guess we'll see what that skink does, but that's a mean pair of skinks. The Agi skink getting badly hurt, clearly was taking the bulk of the injuries, the bulk of the targeting, and then level up on a Saurus is pretty nice from the MVP and a CAS. Massacre leveled up a Blitzer. Otherwise got 2 completions on the thrower, but didn't level up. So looks like that was probably how he was going for his touchdowns, but just did not Didn't manage to swing it. Here, I think we probably saw a vanity pass on the blitzer. Yeah, the lizards just held onto the ball, moved it down the field. It looks like, and that was it. Um, I wonder if maybe they were just caged up around the skinks and Masker couldn't get through. Okay, so that was the Blizzard Lizards over Emperor Chosen. Ooh, am I gonna have a 100% week? Magical Misery Tour and Deaderpool Reds. So that is a 1-0 in favor of the Magical Misery Tour. Lots of armor breaks against the Deaderpools into 4 casualties, including killing off the Sure Hands Blodge Ghoul. Oof, that is rough. That's a major when you're watching this. Uh, F for James for Divok. Um, yeah, that's unfortunate. Misery Tour got some nice level ups off. Oh well, yeah, level up on the block fleshy. Is like love to see that, and a level up on a Blodge Ghoul. So those are both gonna come in handy down the line. Level up on the zombie, probably not relevant unless maybe you see a dirty player. You certainly see guard if you roll doubles. But that is it. And we had a 100% call rate on the things that we called and were not ties. And by we, I mean me. So go me. Yeah. Skinks outrunning humans sounds about right for that matchup. Um, all right, let's look at week 8. So actually, you know what? I am going to take a quick. I'm going to bop back over to the standings because why is this not updating? What the heck? Because I want to. Wait, this isn't updating either. Maybe that's the problem. There we go. Okay. What I want to do is look at what matches are important here as far as how the playoff runs. So week 8 in the mixed division. So we've got House of Windsor and It's a Lot of Lizards. So that's the 1 and the 3 spots. If Althazar picks up the win over House of Windsor, then we're looking at 17-17 with pretty high TD. And then Blizzard Lizards, Zora, you've got your match against the Skull Bashes, who are further down the field. So it's really those 2 matches are going to be. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. Blizzard, you're playing Orc and Beans. Sorry, Slow Rider. So also down the charts. So you're really hoping for like a win. So a win by the Blizzard Lizards and a win by both Lizard teams swaps the ordering around. If House of Windsor picks up the win, then they stay pretty firmly on top at 20. If there's a tie, then they're still on top. So really, Itza has to win his game to knock for House of Windsor to drop off the top of the boards. And then the last one, Massacre would have to. If Massacre wins, he can only get up to third. So yeah, I think it's really the 2 Lizard games that are sort of the important the playoff relevant here. All right, so into the matches. So we've got It's a Lot of Lizards and House of Windsor. A ton of TV difference. Holy mackerel. We're looking at 350 and um, and that's real TV difference. There's no cache nonsense going on. So I don't know. Does like Itza get? I don't know who Itza picks up. Can you get Roxanna as lizards? Um, yeah, I'm not sure what you buy here. I mean, you could also could pretty strongly argue for a wizard. Two? Can you get two wizards? Can you buy multiple wizards? I don't even know if that's possible. Um, I mean, if you can, I think maybe you do. Um, I don't think you'd really need a babe because the House of Windsor is not really bash focused. So yeah, I think you pick up two wizards if you can do it. Um, and I guess a babe because you got nothing else to do with 50k. And then maybe that helps stop the runaway score uh, and get the skink pickups. Um, oh, Slibley, yeah. Um, certainly, that'll be an interesting match to watch, given that it's top three, um, and you're playing all out in Itza's position here. That said, I'm going to take the safe bet here and say that I do think that House of Windsor is going to take it, mostly just because I think they've got a record to stand on pretty solidly, and also the TV deltas that large are not certainly not negligible. All right, so next, Men of the West and Emperor's Chosen. So Massacre is on the line. Um, Manhack is not really in the running at this point. In fact, could only there. I suppose there might be a path for him, but it's like everyone else loses all their games. Um, so two human teams. I don't think we've seen a pair of human teams go against each other in this div. Unfortunately, Massacre, the teams look so. Well, this is interesting. So the TV is actually quite close. But I would put Manahack's team as a significantly higher skilled out team. So I'm curious. I guess you've got stats, Massacre, and your ogre is much better developed. Um, but otherwise, teams. Well, okay. So 2 guard, 3 guard on Manahack's side. Massacre, you have just the 1 guard. You do have the strength 4 blitzer. Um, a couple of tackle pieces, which is good for picking off the catchers. Uh, those catchers are deadly. Yeah, he does. I mean, all his SPP is focused on these handful of players. Um, but I mean, even then, like, yeah, I think if you can keep the tackles stuck on his catchers, then you're going to be in much better shape um, on defense. But making that happen is going to be a challenge, I think. Man, yeah, I think I'm going to go. I think I think I'm going to give this one to you, Massacre. I think we're Men of the West quest. I think you can do it. Uh, oh, got another blitzer with tackle. Nice. Um, is that the Leopold here, the killer, taking tackle? don't see anyone else with levels pending. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? So that was Men of the West. All right. So the Wild Skullbashers and Magical Misery Tour. So Orc Necro. Claw. We've got Claw Mighty Blow here on a werewolf. So that's going to be quite good for removals. Another Mighty Blow here. Couple of guard pieces. Orcs have a good chunk of guard, 5 guard, 2 Mighty Blow on blitzers. A tackle is not relevant. They don't really have dodge, I guess, except on the one ghoul. Excuse me. I think there's a way to mute my mic, but I don't know what. Anyway. Yeah, what do we have here? So pretty even TV. Going to be more even once Torlar spends down. I feel like this one could go either way, but I think I'm gonna lean towards Misery Tour here as the sort of elves in the match. I think if you can get the werewolves moving around and keep them free, then it's pretty easy to score, get your sort of 2-turn scores in that you would need as needed. Whoa, that's not what I want. All right, if I can type correctly. So we're gonna do this Skull Bashes under Magical Misery Tour. And then the last one is Orc and Beans and Blizzard Lizards. So this is yes, this is another key one for the playoffs. If the Lizards can take it, they stand a much better shot at staying in the running. What are we looking at? So we've got pretty even strength here. The Crocs, the Troll are similarly level. Well, no, that's not. They're not similarly leveled. The Troll has much better levels. The guard coverage is significantly better. A couple of goblins to worry about as far as Troll throwing shenanigans, either to break cages or one turn. Yeah, the no tackle that's going to be a rough matchup. And now, so this skink has sure hands. This one has double agi up. Yeah, this is like scoring threat out the wazoo is what this is. It's going to be really hard to keep those out of the end zone. I think the orcs are going to have to hope for, I mean, either goblin throws to just knock the skinks over and take them out, or it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be challenging. I think the lizards have the best shot at this. Wait, what? Why do I only have 4 matches here? I missed something. Slow Rider, so Orc and Beans and the Blizzard Lizards. I don't actually know. Has anyone seen Orc and Beans? Like, will he throw goblins for offensively? That was a thing that I was playing against an underworld team in beer league, and he kept throwing his goblins into to try and break
All right, I had to switch back to switch over to another mic because it turns out that wireless headsets eventually run out of batteries. So never mind, don't mind me while I plug those in, and at least I don't have to hear anything. So is this charging? There we go. Okay, we'll charge those up. Moving this thing. Okay, there we go. All done with technical difficulties. Who did I miss here? Oh, Midnight Special and Deadpool Reds. Don't matter because that is a bye week. Great. All right, so that is the end. That's week 8 for the mixed division. And now let's take a look at the Americas division. So, Serial Slayers. Oh, again, so important playoff matches in the Americas division. Well, there was mine that I just played, which, I mean, still is. I mean, I need a lot of people to lose. Is really what it comes down to here, in order to actually take the spot in playoffs. I need Icemen to lose this week, and I need to beat them next week. I need Zonfishing to lose twice. Now, my TD is better than Zonfishing. But who are they playing? So Zonfishing is playing Super Jail this week and Slayers next week, who are both low down in the pit. Okay, so I would need Zonfishing to lose to those two, or lose to one of those. I would need Moose to lose to at least one match against either. Who's he playing this week? My brain is fried. DDoS or Super Jail. And then DDoS needs to lose one as well, either to Moose or to Skull Raisers. So, like, these two games, ideally, actually, Moose and DDoS tie this week. Ideally for me. They tie this week, bring them to 12, and then lose in their last match of the season. And I beat the Icemen. Needless to say, I don't have a good shot. So who is actually relevant? Icemen versus Skull Raisers. So that's, I mean, if Skull Raisers pulls out the upset, then that will matter. But that seems like it seems pretty reasonable that Fu will take that game. Super Jail and Zonfishing is another one where Zonfishing is, I would say, pretty favored here. And then Moose and DDoS are even, so that's really that. So I think, yeah, this match I think is the key one to look at for playoff positioning, and then the other two with the Icemen and Zonfishing are important, but more likely to just be easy calls to make. Okay, so Serial Slayers and Dark Elves Rising. So we're looking at Serial Slayers are out 2 linos. They are down 200 in TV. So I would expect to see a wizard there to knock over these high movement pieces. Probably don't scum for anything particularly because Serial Slayers are pretty much out of the running, and they're not out, but they are. Well, I mean, they have a longer road than I do. Let's say that. But they could make it, maybe. On the other hand, okay, so we've got lots of guard here on the orcs. We've got Jugs. That Blitzer is like that killer is intense. And then a couple more Mighty Blow pieces. So I think what I expect to see out of this game is I expect to see the Dark Elves win, but I expect to see them come out of it with quite banged up. That's what I'd expect, because they just don't have. I mean, I guess it's only the killer that has tackles, so that's a saving grace for the Dark Elves. But if that killer gets his dirty mitts on any of those pieces, then it's gonna be lights out. Okay, so here Big Moose is down 100 TV, in part, well, because I knocked over a bunch of his pieces. It looks like he did pick up a rookie thrower to replace Whoosh. On DDoS's side, we've got tackle, a Mighty Blow blocker, a tackle blocker, a Mighty Blow blitzer, a couple of dirty players. Lead Pipe is notorious for the fouls at this point, I would say. So I think Moose here takes double Babes to try and keep, because he's not going to have a bench. I think I would take double Babes, because I'm not sure that I don't think a bribe does you much, since he doesn't have any dirty player and can't scum for the wizard. So I think we see double Babes here, and then I think, geez, this one's hard. I think I gotta give the edge to Moose here. Well, he's got some key pieces out, so maybe that's a mistake to give him the edge. Yeah, actually, what did Whoosh have before? Agi up, block. Yeah, no, okay, no, I take it back. I think DDoS can take this one, because Moose is in a bit of a pickle-induced pickle, shall we say. All right, so that's that one. You guys all just watched me play the game against Balea. If you didn't watch it, you can watch it in the VODs on the stream. All right, Natural Icemen and Skull Razors. So we've got 1570s. So Icemen can pick up a Babe, even after spending down. Yeah, they'll be down to 1520 versus 16. Yeah, so a Babe I think is the only thing you pick up here, unless you scum for a bribe, I guess. I don't know if you do that. Maybe you do, just to be able to knock the mummies, to take the mummies off the pitch if you can get them knocked over. But I don't think as Norse, you don't really try, and you want to stay away from the mummies if possible. This is, I mean, Undead is a hard match for Norse. They've got a lot of players. I mean, 16 players. Like, you can't get the numbers advantage. Especially because he's only going into it with a bench of one. One of his berserkers is out, although not the most important one. I think I like Skull Razors on this one, honestly. Yeah. Maybe I'm just hoping that it's Skull Raisers because that's the only thing that keeps me in playoffs. But I feel like the down a blitzer and so low on bench, a serious chance of just getting removal off the field. Children. No, I'm like so close. Okay, we've got one last match. Super Jail and Zon Fishing. I think Zon Fishing takes this. They're plenty bashy enough. They've got some movement to work with. They've got strength ups, although one of them's out. A little bit of a TV overdog. Oh, definitely an overdog because if Super Jail spawns down. But Super Jail is also like 0 for everything this season. So, yeah, I think Zon Fishing takes this one, and I think that makes my playoff run really hard. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there, and get to bed. That was your speed recap for the evening because it's 1 a.m. and Jesus Christ. And yeah, thanks for coming out, and I will post this all to YouTube. All right, take care, everyone.